हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। सो हम करने जा रहे हैं क्लास 10th हिस्ट्री में द राइज ऑफ नेशनलिज्म इन यूरोप। लेट्स हैव अ लुक ऑन इम्पॉर्टेंट पर्सनैलिटीज। तो ये जो इम्पॉर्टेंट पर्सनैलिटीज हैं वो किसी भी फॉर्म में आपको एमसीक्यूज बन के क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं एग्जाम में। सो अगर आप इम्पॉर्टेंट पर्सनैलिटीज को एक बार अच्छे से रिवाइज कर लेंगे तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन सॉल्व योर एग्जाम वेरी इजीली। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद आवर फर्स्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पर्सनैलिटी, दैट इज नेपोलियन। Yes, Napoleon, from 1769 to 1821, he was a French military and political leader who gained prominence during the French Revolution. So, सबसे ज़्यादा उसको importance कब मिली? French Revolution के टाइम में, और वो क्या था? French military leader था. He ruled France from 1799 to 1815 and he assumed the absolute power in 1799. तो उसको जो absolute power थी फ्रांस में मिली थी 1799 में, और उसने 1815 तक रूल किया था. The next one is Frederick Sorrow. So he was a French artist. ठीक है, फ्रेडरिक सॉरो कौन थे? एक फ्रेंच के आर्टिस्ट थे, फेमस फॉर अ सीरीज ऑफ 4 प्रिंट्स प्रिपेयर्ड इन 1848. सो उन्होंने 4 प्रिंट्स की एक सीरीज बनाई थी इन 1848 में. उसमें क्या किया था? दैट विजुअलाइज द ड्रीम ऑफ अ वर्ल्ड कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ डेमोक्रेटिक एंड सोशल रिपब्लिक. तो उन्होंने वर्ल्ड के लिए एक ड्रीम विजुअलाइज किया था, देखा था, जिसमें था कि डेमोक्रेटिक एंड सोशल रिपब्लिक्स होगी. मीन्स की मोनार्की रूल जो है, जो राजाओं का राज है, वो खत्म हो जाएगा और डेमोक्रेसी आएगी. राइट. नेक्स्ट इज लुइस ऑटो पीटर्स, जर्मन सफ्रेजिस्ट एंड फेमिनिस्ट हु रॉट नॉवेल्स, पोइट्री एंड एसेज. सो एक जर्मन फेमिनिस्ट थे जिन्होंने बहुत सारे नॉवेल्स, पोइट्री एंड एसे लिखे थे. नेक्स्ट इज ड्यूक मेटरनिक, एन ऑस्ट्रियन चांसलर who hosted the Congress which was held at Vienna in 1815 and was the chief architect of the Treaty of Vienna. So ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार एग्जाम में आता है. Who was the chief architect of the Treaty of Vienna? जो वियना में जो ट्रीटी, जो एग्रीमेंट हुआ था, so who was the chief architect of that? The name is Duke Metternich. कौन थे वो? एक ऑस्ट्रियन चांसलर थे जिन्होंने कांग्रेस को होस्ट किया था. कहाँ पे? वियना में इन 1815. Giuseppe Mazzini, a famous Italian revolutionary born in 1807 in Genoa. He was part of a secret society called Carbonari and he founded 2 underground societies. कौन सी 2 underground societies? Underground means secret societies उन्होंने found की थी. So their name was Young Italy in Marseille and Young Europe in Bern. So these 2 names, 2 secret societies, the name of these 2 secret societies you have to learn because these are very important and he was a Italian revolutionary, right? Next is Karl Wicker. So member of the Frankfurt Parliament had tremendous resentment against the equal rights for women and he ridiculed their demands as being against the nature. So Karl Wicker का मानना था कि जो इक्वल राइट्स की डिमांड हो रही है फिर वुमेन के लिए, ऐसी नहीं होनी चाहिए, और वो मानते थे कि दीज डिमांड्स आर अगेंस्ट द नेचर. ठीक है, तो वुमेन को कोई भी राइट फॉर वोट जो है, इक्वल राइट्स जो है वो नहीं मिलने चाहिए. सो दिस वाज द कॉल विकर. The next one is Otto von Bismarck. He was the architect of Prussian consolidation that was also a form of German unification. Once empire was established, he actively pursued pacific policies in foreign affairs, succeeding in preserving the peace in Europe for about 2 decades. So Otto von Bismarck क्या थे? Prussian consolidation के architect थे और उन्होंने German unification में भी support किया था. Once empire, एक बार जब empire establish हो गया तो he actively pursued, उन्होंने अपनी policies foreign affairs में to preserve the peace in Europe, ये सब start कर दी. For about 2 decades, 20 years तक उनकी ये policies जो थी working में थी. Next was Giuseppe Garibaldi, an Italian general, politician and nationalist. He played a large role in the history of Italy. He has been hailed as one of the fathers of the fatherland. आपको ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, who has been hailed as one of the fathers of the fatherland for his contribution to Italian risorgimento? Your answer will be Giuseppe Garibaldi. And he unified the fractured nation under one rule. उन्होंने unified करने में, सबको एक साथ लाने में बहुत एफर्ट्स किए थे. And he joined the war along with his armed volunteers which was called Red Shirts. तो ये भी आपको MCQs में आ सकते हैं. What do you call the armed volunteers of Giuseppe Garibaldi? Your answer will be Red Shirts. Fathers of the fatherland, answer will be Giuseppe Garibaldi. And you have to, and who has unified the fractured nation under one rule? Giuseppe Garibaldi. Name an Italian general, politician and nationalist who played a large role in the history of Italy. Your answer is Giuseppe Garibaldi. Next is Marianne and Germania. These are were the female allegories of the France and German. ये फ्रांस की हैं और ये जर्मन की nations respectively. The picture of the Marianne printed on postage stamps, right? उनकी picture postage stamps के ऊपर printed थी. And Germania, she wore a crown of oak leaves as tree stands for heroism, and she holds a sword in her hand. So next was Count Camilo de Caviar. He is the chief minister of Piedmont. Helped the king in forming an alliance with France. उन्होंने राजा को help की थी फ्रांस के साथ alliance form करने में, and he defeated the Austrian forces in 1859. Next is Kaiser William II, last German emperor and king of the Prussia, ruling the German Empire and Kingdom of Prussia. So कौन थे? Last German emperor थे, king of Prussia थे, and he ruled the German Empire and Prussia when from 1888 to 1918. Next is John Gottfried. He was one of the famous romantic German philosophers who claimed that true German culture was to be discovered among the common people. They were called Das Volk. So उनका क्या मानना था कि जो true German culture है उसको हम कहाँ पे discover, कहाँ पे पाया जाएगा? Among the common people. Common people को क्या कहा गया है? Das Volk. Next is Victor Emmanuel II. He was the king of Sardinia from 1849 to 1861, and then the first king of the Italy until 1878. He worked to free Italy from the foreign control. उन्होंने काम क्या किया? इटली को फ्री करने में, so that foreign power जो है वो इटली के ऊपर कंट्रोल ना कर सके, and he became a central figure of the movement for Italian unification. So central figure for Italian unification was Victor Emmanuel II. Next is Frederick Wilhelm IV. He was the king of Prussia from 1840 until 1861, and whose conservative policies helped the spark of revolution of 1848. Karol Karpinski, he was a Polish composer who celebrated and popularized the Polish nationalist struggle through his operas and music. So वो एक Polish composer थे जिन्होंने Polish nationalist struggle को famous किया किसके through? Operas के through, अपने music के through, and he turned the folk dances like Polonaise and mazurka into nationalist symbols. तो folk dances को उन्होंने nationalist symbol में कन्वर्ट करा. कहा कि फोक डांसेस जो है वो हमारे नेशन के सिंबल्स हैं. अब फोक डांसेस के नेम यू हैव टू रिमेंबर पॉलोनेज एंड मजूरका. ये भी आपको 1 मार्क में पूछे जा सकते हैं. एंड हु वाज कैरोल कर्पिंस्की? यू हैव टू लर्न दैट ही वाज अ पोलिश कंपोजर एंड ही helped in popularizing the Polish nationalist struggle. So these are the important personalities. Now let's revise some common terms in the chapter. La Patrie means the fatherland, Les Citoyens means the citizens, despotism means the rulers has all the powers, guild means associations, serf or serfdom means worked forcefully, जोर जबरदस्ती से काम करवाना. Liberalism means derived from the Latin word liber, which means free, which means freedom. LA, it is a unit of measurement that was used to measure cloth in Germany. Germany में कपड़े को measure करने के लिए जो unit use करते थे that was called LA. Das Volk means the common people, आम आदमी. Volksgist means the nation, means country. Pauperism means poverty, गरीबी. Junkers were the large landowners, and Italia or L'Italia means the Italy or the Italian. So keep revising and stay tuned for more upcoming videos on your favorite channel. Thank you.